finally got my new system running. Oh, this has been an endeavor. But I've been rushing to try to get it ready for a road trip that I have coming up. And I need to get some of my flower horns split up because they are getting vicious towards one another. Ran into some difficulties along the way. I'll show you those in a second, but as of right now, I'm really happy with how things are coming along. There'll be lids that go on top of these. I've drilled holes in them so that those hosing can go straight through. I just haven't set it up on the other layers yet. Same with like the sponge filter on the drain lines here. I've started prototyping that one, so you know, the fish can't go down the drain line, but the top one doesn't have it yet, as you can see. So the problems that I ran into when putting this together is that these three pieces are not from the same unit. As you can see, these are all different, each piece, each layer has its own tank system. And what ended up happening, what we noticed, it was over there that we noticed it actually on the return line. So it comes up from a sump, and it's hard to see from where I'm standing. It's just the way that it's super tight space back here, so forgive me. But it goes into the sharp turn gate valve, so I can control how much water is going to each level. But the problem is that the bulkheads on each of these tanks, these black things here, like down there and so forth, they are not the same spacing from the edge all the way up. So like this one is 1.5 inches, where the top one is 3/4 of an inch and the bottom one 3/4 of an inch. So as you can guess, that created a curvature, and so by the time we got to the top, there was a massive space differential in this union. So we had to think quick, and to try to save that valve, we just rotated it, cut it, and put soft line in there to salvage that joint. And then as you can see over here, we learned our lesson and didn't even bother try to do the hard lining. We just soft lined it all the way up and down, because the way these racks work is, sorry, I know I'm swinging the camera around a lot, but it drains from this top rack down to this one, down, and feeds into this bottom one here. And then this bottom one, this little return chamber here overflows and just bottom drains straight down into the sump below. So there'll be a standpipe here and stuff, but, and like, you know, sock filters in this chamber where it falls down into. But again, haven't got that far because just trying to get this thing to, you know, make sure that it's stable. You know, this was bought used and it sat out in the sun for a while, so there were some cracked things that I had to, you know, cement weld, get that fixed, you know, like same with down below. This one actually I didn't do, that one was already cracked, but, or welded when I bought it. We put these aluminum reinforcement L-bars just to make sure that the weight of it was distributed across the entire sump, not just, you know, on half of that crack. Stuff like that, though. I'm going to squeeze out here. Sorry, it's going to be a horrible shot for a second. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to even get it all into view at once because it is a massive system. I mean, the roof in this basement is 8 feet, 11 inches tall, and as you can see, it goes all the way up to only like 2 inches short. That giant sump, I think it's like a 200-gallon sump, 3 different chambers. There's going to be a sock chamber. I'm going to do a submerging lava rock plus a drip filter in the middle there. That's what the top one's out of the water for. We've got a 800-watt heater being controlled by a heat controller down there on the floor. That's all got to be, as you can see, we're still building it. That's why all this stuff's in front of the tank there. Sorry for the mess, but I just kind of wanted to take a moment to enjoy the fact that there's water running through it, because this has been, you know, probably 6 months worth of negotiation to purchase this thing and, you know, to restore it. It was filthy. It had salt water residue all over it, so I had to scrub that out with vinegar, get it nice and clean, fix all the broken joints, buy brand new piping, you know, put it all together. And so yeah, it's nice to see it running. It'll be even better when the little flower horns get to move into it. But yeah, so anywho, I will talk to you later.